So when you sit back and you take the opportunity to view the film, what's going through your mind? I mean, it must be an amazing feeling, right?
No, it was an incredible feeling. It was actually amazing feeling, but it was kind of weird seeing your life, your whole life in 2 hours. It's kind of hard for someone to do your whole life in 2 hours, but Mark did the best possible job he could, and I think he did a great job, and I was proud of him. Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Melissa Leo, Jack McGee, the whole crew, David Russell, Paramount, Relatively Films, everybody on that made this thing happen. I'm just so blessed I had them behind me, especially Mark.
You know, John and I, of course, from Massachusetts, and for so many years you had been such the iconic, if you will, fighter in this particular area and in the New England region. We all knew who you were. We all enjoyed your fights. We knew you were a warrior. How cool is it now with the type of exposure this film has been getting that so many people that perhaps weren't introduced to you before are now introduced to you as a result of the film? So now more people can see exactly what it was you went through. What is that like?
Oh, it's cool. It's really good, It makes it all the hard times, like when you're training and all the BS you go through as being a fighter, it makes it worthwhile, when people recognize you and you get more publicity and things like that. And it's kind of, on the other flip side, it's kind of hard for Sean because he's always going to be put up against me. He's not like his uncles. He's not this, and it's not fair to him, So, I just got to remember that he's himself. I was myself. We're all different, and it's just unfortunate that he has to be my nephew, and everyone tries to put him in that same, his expectations are so much higher from people, and it shouldn't be that way.
All right, just kind of talk about, I remember I had said this to Sean when I was talking to him earlier about how he was trying to land that right hand. At times he would kind of stumble a little bit forward. He was at the angle trying to land that, especially going in with the jab at the angle. What were you seeing, obviously, in those first couple rounds with the way in which he was trying to land that jab?
Well, that's what happens when you don't fight for, over a year, I believe. Your distance, he didn't have his distance down, so he didn't know where the right hand was. He didn't know his distance, so if you can't touch him with a jab, you're not going to hit him with a right hand. You know what I mean? So it's as simple as that. And his main thing is to stay busy. Now that it's such thing as an ugly win, it's happened to me, where I was losing the whole fight, I ended up winning the end of the fight. It's a win. It's the main thing. It's a win. Go back, learn from this, and make him a better fighter, or you don't learn from him, make him a same fighter, worse fighter. So it's up to him. He's got to go back and he's got to fight. He's got to fight a faster fight next time and a little more rounds because he's an 8-round fighter. 4 rounds is in his gig.